Girl, let's talk about it. I'm always on the grind. Talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Wanna talk about it? Yeah, I'm always on the grind. Let's talk about it. Okay, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it. Say you don't like this life of mine. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm always on. Girl, let's talk about it. Yeah, I gotta shine. Let's talk about it. Always got money on my mind. Girl, let's talk about it.
What's up with it? What's up with it? World, what's going down? We got Dirty Mac in the house. Knowledge is the key. We definitely in there. And we want to talk about it. Today, the whole discussion will be the new world. The new world that we are living in. Hey man, we've seen a whole lot happen here recently. They say it's been UFO sightings. Donald Trump is being arrested. Um, Chemical spills all over the places. Eggs have went up an astounding amount. Fast food costs double the amount that it did, just a year ago. Electric bills going up. Hey, well, we're going into a new world where AI looks like will be the only thing that survives at the rate that we're going. Let's talk about it. Dirty MAC, what's good, guy?
Man, what's happening? Salute, God, body. What's going
Body.
on, man? We are at war with machines. That's what's going on. We too sleeping as a human population. We watching sports, our favorite TV shows. Well, our favorite TV is watching us as well.
Wow.
Look at this. Where you're in Dallas,
Wow.
now I'm in Oklahoma City.
Wow.
This is an example of the TV watching you.
And that's the crazy thing is we think we have control of what the television sees and what it doesn't. We have zero control over these technologies, over the things that we're putting in our bodies. And with that being said, I want to go forward with this article just to give more insight on exactly what is being said right now.
Hey, Josh Crow.
Now, my God,
Man.
just to see a little bit of this, they said 25 million people affected by a chemical blast, 5 million in Ohio. And I don't think this is a fearful thing that we're talking about. It's definitely not a fearful thing, but there is an alarm clock going with saying everybody living today, the world has prepared you, or your life path has prepared you to live in the times that we are living in today. You have been prepared and graduated to this experience to where we at. So our eyes have to be open to what's going on around us. I mean, as you see dead fish. You see, they saying they have to evacuate whole cities and whole towns. We thought this was over with the jab, where a disease or something infectious takes place, and they force people into a position as to where you have to take a stand. So what stand are we going to actually take? What stand are we going to take? Because we in important times, but it's great times. It is great times in the fact that we actually have a chance to make a difference. We have a chance to be that difference. But like I say, we have to be rebels. The religious people, it is your duty to go inside the religions and change your religion. All of the prophets didn't agree with the systems that were held around them at the time. It's time for us to make like some serious changes. And I say it starts us. Like, it starts with us. I'm not gonna divide or do anything, but I say we talked about this a minute ago. The movie They Live. The movie They Live spoke on having glasses and seeing real reality. If there are chemical trains derailing left and right that are poison in the air, the poison in the water, and with all of this happening, we worried about Donald Trump. What celebrity news is out there? If our television is watching us, meanwhile, food is going up, air is going up, rent is going up, everything is going up. But meanwhile, guess what's happening? Silicon Valley bank collapsed. Several banks have collapsed. So it's not a fearful tactic. I think if you attract to wealth. But if somebody quits printing money tomorrow, where does the wealth come from? You know, where does the wealth come from if the banks collapse? I mean, the banks have been bailed out several times. I've never seen a human bailout.
All right, real talk. Man, so we got to get prepared for the unknown, man. Because unfortunately, just like we sat and watched that video article, and like we go to the theaters and sit watch a box office movie, that's how we're gonna be doing when these catastrophes go on. I don't know if this is alarming. This should be alarming to white people because mostly to them, and we all in the same boat here when it comes to man versus machine. But there's a war going on in Ukraine. Most of the wars during the time of their lifespan, they have seen Americans going against people of color. So it's easy for them to get them to support that with the racist indoctrination. But now they're blowing up white civilians. You hear me? They're doing all this, and us as Americans, now as Americans, we don't think that could ever happen in this country. You hear me? That we'll be fleeing for asylum, trying to relocate because they just blew up the apartment building that we lived in. So we better pay attention and open our eyes. We better start watching stuff that really matters.
Yeah.
The sports and the music and stuff. Hey man, that's for entertainment purposes. But hey, we got to start paying attention to what's going on, because if not, like I said, we'll be sitting back like we had a box office movie, sitting here looking at the catastrophe, and by that time it's too late. It's at your front doorstep. You can't do anything to prepare.
No.
It's not at the door. All you're gonna do is open the door. Who is it? Yeah.
Man, and how do you stay entertained when there's famine right at your door? When you see that poverty, man, there's more families that live together now than ever.
That's smart. Now,
and I'm saying no, that is a great thing. The bad part is people are having to get pushed with their backs against the wall to make the correct decisions. To come together, it has to be a death take place. You know, this family reunions, somebody has to die, and I see everybody at the funeral. You know, like
this is America.
This is America, and this definitely doesn't have race lines to it. AI gives zero crap about your skin tone. AI cares nothing about your skin tone. this vaccine, it cares nothing about your skin tone.
The old shit vaccine, this old
Man,
whack ass scene.
Hey man, it cares nothing about your skin complexion. This imagine a crazy hike that there's been in the food prices. It cares nothing about complexion. All of these divisive factors that have been taking place, like I hate to say it. I hate to say it from this manner because there has been so much division brought into this world. But it's going to take a rainbow coalition. If bombs drop and food shortages go take place here, I don't know who's going to be around me that I have to survive with. So I'm not at the point of continuing to make crosses in between people, to continue to make boundaries set. Like, no, we do need a unified front as far as people. You either on the right side or you're on the wrong side. Now, if you on the right side, get on there with the right people that are looking to communicate and have people come in as a whole, because there's no way we can be separate but still be together. And if you dependent, I'm sorry, like if you're not dependent on resources and you're not dependent on going back to a natural state of living, I'm not so sure that you're interested in survival, because it's not a fear. Matter of fact, fearing God cannot operate within the same capacity. So if you believe in whatever your belief is, fear is not. What's up, Goddess? What's good with you? It won't.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, one sec. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, and Russia here recently actually invested in Africa. They said that they would link with China and get Africa, basically try to help them get all their resources back.
They're exploiting, they're stealing. They have no investment.
That was where I was going, is that all of the value is in the resources. There is no value in fiat currency. Fiat currency saying you print the currency, but grass grows out of the ground. Fruit grows out of the ground. You plant the seed there, it comes up. We breathe air for free, but we pay for our air conditioning.
I'll tell you this.
Yes, God.
I'll tell you this about Putin and everybody else that's hungry for power. They worried about Mama Africa, and say everybody worried about Mama Africa except the Africans. You hear me? This is the whole point why they're pressing these divisional tactics. We are together as a people to fight this beast that we call artificial intelligence. This is the Mexicans, the white people, the black people, the Asian people have to come together. Because if not, you got fools like Elon Musk. They're going to destroy the world. You hear me? With their artificial intelligence and things of that nature. But we got to get on this money train and unite amongst racial divisions and things of that nature. Because the power structure, once again, where do you think the AI, it doesn't take lunch breaks. You hear me? It works 24 hours. It doesn't need time off, no sick vacation, and you don't have to pay it. So when the AI is doing your job, from bartending to cutting hair to driving to, you see the trash machine, we haven't even begun to fathom, or I don't think the human consciousness could comprehend what's going on, you know. So, and if we can, it doesn't get much exposure. So
man,
go ahead.
Man. No, I was gonna say it doesn't, and I think the crazy part of it is that meanwhile, while AI is starting to take over every facet of our lives, you have people jealous of people. This person has more. The very person that could help you, people would want to murder that person. Like, you know, man, people attempt to force people to be whatever they want them to be. Instead of a person putting in work in their own life or looking to see where they can help add to build something. Bro, right now, there should be no reason why we have corporations. Well, every corporation is tied into other major corporations that run it. Point proven. Look up Nike and Adidas. Then go look up Johnson & Johnson. Then look at all the TV networks. They're all connected. How does Disney end up buying Marvel from which Michael Jackson stated years prior to that he had these Beatle catalogs. He had bought the Marvel script. He wanted to turn Marvel into a theme park and then create several movies based off of Marvel. What do you have now? Black Panther, Marvel, Spider-Man, Marvel, Thor, Marvel, all different movies that a theme park, Disney, has invested in these movies. But yet we have these conversations. We're on YouTube. We begin to talk about these things. Next thing you know, your platform is down. Like, so how do we get to a point where we communicate with people on an even field, where we're having a plan, where we're actually sitting down, having a plan, because it's for your survival. It's for that person's survival. And this plan does have to include money. It does include money. Like, I wish wealth to every person. Wealth, finances, get all that together, because this is the only thing we have been known, that has been known to us since that water was broken and we were formed out of our mother's womb. That water got broke. The only thing we did from that point was get taught everything that we're being taught today. And this teachings is what has gotten us into this situation where we're complacent and we don't even know what to do. I mean, we technically don't even really know what to do. We say, hey, man, there's a chemical spill. All the trains are derailing, and it's chemicals out in there, poisonous toxins, but we don't know what to do. We don't know why the trains are derailing. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. The only thing we have learned very well is hate for each other. Shout out to Charleston White.
Yeah, shout out to Charleston White. It's the biggest nigga hater in the world. I hate every nigga. Uncle Ruckus. The man has invented a character off of the Boondocks. He has portrayed a character after Uncle Ruckus. And this is the #1 guy on YouTube. So, hey, man. Oh, you saying some, hey, man, Jesus Christ. But we definitely have to do better, man. And we think artificial intelligence is helpful. Oh, look at the car. It's driving. It's the car parked itself. And we got cashiers. We have what is it? What do you call them? Selfless cashiers, no person cashiers. What do they call them? Whatever you call them, man. I don't even want to recognize them. Yeah, I don't want to recognize. I refuse to recognize them as a thing, because whether I do or not, it's still happening. That we're going to be. You can't even get a real person on the phone talking to customer service. You got to press 1,000 buttons to get operator. You know, man, come on, man. We have to learn to deal with people, because, like I say, the machine doesn't care about your race. It doesn't care about your well-being as well. Nor does these corporations care about your well-being. And the people that the have-nots, they glorify having it, everything that the people that the haves have. So it's classism issue. Yeah. So whatever they say, it doesn't get questioned. That's why I always attack the systems and the programs and the leadership, because our subconscious is being programmed daily. Everything we see, everything we digest, from visual to physically eating, to what we're hearing, to what we're seeing, this is programming our subconscious. Yeah. You'll be singing a song on a commercial. You don't even know the song. You'll find yourself singing it. Oh, Sandpick. You'll be like, what is this? This is a commercial for some medicine with some, man, we don't know what we're singing. They just programming. Subconsciously programming the children. You hear me? Yeah. We got to get control of what we learning and what we seeing and what we eating. Yeah. Because we have lost full control. Full control. I mean, and you ask people, how many people are going to vote out there this election term? And you see one president facing jail term, facing criminal charges. I mean, this is, man, this is locking up presidents. Man, they're trying to lock up the presidents. Bro. Oh my gosh. Bro. When have we ever seen a president with criminal charges pending while they're running for office? Why they're running for president? All of them are criminals. Let's not mistake that, but yeah. Yeah, hey man, yeah.
That part.
They're responsible for war crimes, all this stuff going on. Yeah.
But if you think
they never get charged, get diplomatic immunity.
Every single time. Single time. I mean, all the true criminals always have diplomat. I mean, you know, they say that this country was formed through war. Like, I mean, it was formed through, but they don't call it war. They say the Great Battle of the Alamo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
the settlers.
Yeah, they say the settlers. We settled here and we had the war. We had the Great Battle at the Alamo. At the Alamo, they don't say it was war. They don't say it was the, so it is. Yeah.
I got an idea. Let's go settle in Beverly Hills. We finna go settle in Beverly Hills, man.
Hey, for real.
Man.
Now, hey, settle is a great word. Speaking of that, because you have the men saying they don't settle for certain type women. The women say they not settling for certain type men.
I'm not settling.
They
want to settle down.
I thought you wanted to settle down.
Man,
but the people who run everything came by settling. Like the people who got everything came by settling. So I think that's time for what we need. That's the great idea I think we could come with.
We need to start settling.
We need to start settling. We need to get somewhere together, make a plan, settle right there.
Yeah.
I mean, because bro, if we're forced into hunger, if we're forced into homelessness, if we wait until these people have absolute whatever, if we forced to them having absolute power, bro, we in a bad situation. If we wait, we have already waited it's probably too late. It's probably already too late right now.
It's beyond measure.
It's beyond measure. Yeah. I mean, when we go take a shower, bro, somebody could put anything in the water and we don't know what we bathing in. We eat all type of food to say Zaroflixes, calcium carbohydrate.
Not for human consumption.
Hey, it is not for human consumption.
It's our favorite household item to eat.
Man, red 50 in UCC, and we still eating it.
Yeah.
What is this? Like, we don't even. Hey, man, it tastes.
Sulfuric acid in there.
Oh my, it's good.
Hey, we consume it.
Hey, man, for real.
When you drink that soda, that's your throat telling you, hey man, get this shit out of my throat, man. Don't
what
put
are you
this
doing?
Shit. Hey, you can't even take 2 good gulps of it, like without your throat starting to regurgitate it. You hear me?
Yeah.
So the program.
Welcome to this new world. Welcome to this new world. That's what I say, man. Welcome to this new world where you can't trust. You can trust no people that you're around. You trust your computer and robot. Everything, Michelle, but what's good? What's good? God, is what's happening with you? What's going down? But yeah, man, like, welcome to this new world where none of the people trust the people. Everybody goes through financial difficulties because not Facebook, but everybody because banks are collapsing. Fourth Ward, Texas in the house.
Funky town
in the house. We got D-Town, Funky Town, OKC in the building. Hey, it's up there. Yeah. It's up there. But yeah, with that being said, man, welcome to this new world where nobody trusts anybody. Nobody can work together. Man, I know people with billion-dollar ideas, inventors, people who do music, all these different things. Guess what? None of these people can work together. Why can't these people work together? Why can't they? And it's simple. Whoever creates an idea, if I create an invention and somebody say, you know what? I can market your invention. But the only thing I know how to do is invent, but they know how to market. So I say, hey, you market it and I did the invention. We gonna go in on this.
No, I invented it. You're trying to take credit. It's mine.
It's my invention. See, and here we go. Like, so instead of us building our own banks, we have to go get loans and build our credit. That we don't know who runs the credit or what the credit bureaus, who's behind. We don't know who's behind anything. Only thing we know, sometimes you could be a particular shade and you get a credit balance of one thing, and then somebody else They might get approved for a car, but they can't get a business credit. They will approve me for a $200,000 car, but I can't get approved for a $200,000 business credit. Why? Because for some people, they just don't want you to establish. It's not even self. Like some communities, these communities need to be ran down. You know why? Because 9 out of 10, the chosen prophets are probably in that community. There's probably some chosen people in that community. If they ever get a break or they get a foot off of their neck, they probably gonna grow to be something different. There's a whole lot of people that's looked at as thugs, gangbangers, all different. And even these people, even sometimes when I look at them, I have a different part of my heart that goes out to certain people because I know that they never got that opportunity. I know that over time, I've been given several different opportunities to make the correct decision. That's why I'm so far in life right now. It's like, hey, you see what's going on? Let's do this different. Let's do this different. But man, getting people to work around you, getting people to see, man, and it could be a person, you could invent it, and that inventor not even see his true invention. By the way, do the people know that the man who got the richest off of McDonald's had nothing to do with McDonald's?
Oh, Ray Kroc.
There we go.
Yeah, you see, it had nothing to do with. He was the guy who was filling up the milkshake machines. They own, but their vision was so limited. A dude in Phoenix said, "Hey man, I want to name my franchise that I bought from you McDonald's." They said, "Why do you want to name it McDonald's? It means nothing in Phoenix." They didn't have the vision. They put a lid on their leadership. Yeah. Now McDonald's is in over. They got 21,000 plus locations in over 150 different countries. You hear me? And the original creators of it, they maybe franchised it to 10 people.
Yeah.
So that's the law of the lid. People need to take the lid off of their vision and their leadership, and recognize that people is your most valuable asset. That's the thing will always be on us, creating a networking system for ourselves. So we don't got to come to these motherfuckers network. They kicked you off. You said this. Shut up. They're going to censor everything you say. We got to create our own networks. You hear me? But we got to see the value in each other.
There we go. There we go. I mean, and I got a question. When you say we can create our own networks, I want to know, because I've seen people behind the scenes go and create, like, there's a documentary called Die Suddenly. You have to go on Rumble to watch it. Anybody want to check out Die Suddenly, go check it out on the Rumble app. But end of the day, everybody who attempts to make a huge platform or attempts to do it themselves, there's no traction on what they do. I know people that went and spend a lot of money to build websites and to build certain things, but when somebody else controls the internet, when they control television, when they control promotions, when everything is under control or under siege, besides word of mouth, how do people communicate with a massive amount of people to say, hey, we can say whatever on this platform, come to this platform. Like, it's free of charge. It's just like YouTube, just like Facebook. It's a free platform. Come to this platform, though, because we're going to kick it to you real. We're going to give you we're going to give you them good ingredients that you need. How do we build these platforms? These are the people that we need to look for. The people that do want to work together to build something for survival. I think the majority of people, the people that have already took those steps and moved off grid, that make their money in the cities, but they actually live off grid where they have clean water, they have the ability to grow and plant their own food. These people are not going to be, they're self-sufficient. So they're not going to be the first people that are going to catch the hardest time, bro. They are in these cities.
The prisons. Yeah.
They're
open air
They're
prisons.
in these cities.
Yeah.
Yes, because we think these cities, we think that we're free, but we're in concrete jungles. We're in jungles that have been made. They made the jungle look a certain way because they cut down all the trees. They built buildings, built houses. Now they putting up a whole bunch of cameras around. So you think these cameras are to protect you. Hey, man, I have a totally different opinion on why there are camera lights. Why are there cameras everywhere around you? Even truck drivers, they drive and guess what? Cameras are right there on them. Don't talk on the phone. We see everything you're doing. This is not all for people's benefit. Now, what have they used a lot of this to make it seem like it's for your benefit? Of course. If you have poverty, if you have drugs, if you have all these things in the community, and then you have cameras, guess what you're gonna catch? You're gonna catch poor people robbing other people. You know, in California is a huge state for this. You might go get something to eat, and you sitting outside in California, and somebody take that watch out. And I need your shoes too, necklace. Give me everything out your purse. I done seen people get robbed while they eating, while they sitting down eating out there.
I've never seen a homeless population like in California.
Oh, it's different.
It's like it's a lot of rich successful. You got Hollywood and all Beverly Hills and stuff out there, but their poverty is so bad. You got a man. You can't even get into the hotel unless you got a key card, because the bums of the homeless people will be living in. They'll be living in there. You know, it's real bad. I'm like, man. So poverty creates this type of situation. Capitalism, I mean. Excuse
capitalism.
Me. You know, for the people, an invention. Like I can sell you food. Let's sell the earth. Let's start selling the earth. We got to start settling somewhere. You hear me? They start selling land and water. Why not? Why we can't sell the earth if they sell the land and water? You hear me?
That's crazy. So you telling me homelessness is not an invention? How could homelessness not be an invention if you can actually have someone settle for free? And it's to say, they say this is how Dallas was formed. One man went and settled by the East Bank on the Trinity River. He went and settled. They didn't call him homeless. They called him a settler.
We need to do a movie called The Settlers, man. That's what we need
to
produce
really
that and show what's going on.
We really do.
Before, how did they settle before?
We do. Immediately.
Immediately.
But yeah, man, not to take up too much time for everybody, man. We definitely appreciate y'all for definitely tapping in, man. We talking about it. And today we talking, about the new world. My closing statement is on this. Let's be part of building the new world, not being a part of a casualty of the new world. There is a new world definitely being built. And for one world to be built, another one has to be destroyed. So, hey, for everybody who doesn't want to go down with that destroyed world, let's start rebuilding before we only fall down with the destruction. Hey, Dirty Mac, it's on you guys, buddy.
Man, all right. Keep your head on the swivel and protect yourself at all times. Hey, appreciate y'all pulling up messing with us. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all pulled up and y'all messing with us.